What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Ready to See podcast. This is your host, Cristopher Zamora. Welcome to the show. So today, guys, I want to speak to you about The Conjuring. They have created The Conjuring, the Last Rites movie, and this movie turns out to be good. It turned out to be a great movie for the last film that they were going to make for this series. But it's not true. It is not true because they're planning on actually creating a prequel movie of the Conjuring universe. Yep, we're still gonna get more movies of the Conjuring. I'm surprised. Surprise. Not really. Of course, because I know that this movie, like the whole Conjuring universe, it has been like really good. But I was like so surprised at how much money the last movie actually got at the box office. Almost close to $1 billion. They were halfway there. I think like the box office, it was about like over $500 million. Lots of people went to go see this movie. And I saw this movie already and I enjoyed this one. This one was good. This one felt like the last movie. It seemed like they weren't going to make any more films of this franchise. But I think it's better that they actually are going to continue on, but with the prequel movie. Sticking to movies, I feel like that's the right move because if they move to a TV series, I feel like that's going to limit the amount of like ghosts that they can explore. And just like with one film, they can focus on one or two ghosts if they like. And if they try to do it as a TV show, then they are pressured to actually like cover at least one case per episode. And I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, take a look at the Supernatural series that came out. If you're a fan of Supernatural, the TV series that they made with Dean Winchester and Sam Winchester's parents, it didn't do so good. I mean, I watched just probably like the first 3 to 4 episodes, and I didn't really enjoy it, man. I thought it was gonna be really good, but no, it turned out to be bad. I did not like it at all. But since we're talking about Ed and Lorraine Warren, I feel like it's good, man. It's good that they are going to continue using these characters, but now they're going to be younger. The actors that have played these characters when they are adults, I believe like their time has come now. And now they can pass the torch to now younger actors. I think that's a good idea because this could expand the universe even more. Like maybe they made like other people, other like ghost hunters like them, and then we can explore their story and so on and on and on. This is good, man. This is awesome. I feel like this is probably like the closest thing that we have of Supernatural. Like if you guys have seen that show, Supernatural, that show was going on for such a long periods of time. I think they ended it in the year 2020 when the pandemic started. I think that was the last time that they finished it. And man, I was so amazed just watching that TV show. It took me about maybe at least 3 years like watching the whole series. I think there's about like 16 seasons in that TV show. It's a lot. And each season has about 22 or 23 episodes, which is great. I wish TV shows kept the same format, but now they don't. We only have about like 8 episodes per season. And to wait on that season, it even takes you at least like 2 years just to wait on them. Yeah, but Supernatural was a banger, man. That was a badass TV show, and I feel like them continue on with The Conjuring, that's probably the closest we'll get like to Supernatural. Like any other characters exploring ghosts and stuff, Yeah, that's the closest, The Conjuring. But yeah, they should keep it in movie formats because making it as a TV show, they're going to have to cover more cases in each episode, and I feel like that's bad. That's they should just focus one movie, one ghost, or the minimum that they should focus on is just two ghosts, like two powerful ghosts for one movie. That thing that's like the right format for The Conjuring. I mean, look at the It TV show. I feel like I just watched the very first episode. They're actually going back in time. Like this series, this is already a prequel before the actual events took place on the It movies. Maybe it can work, but I feel like they should just stick to films instead of making it as a TV show. To me, in my opinion. Yeah, but that's awesome, man, that they are continuing creating more of The Conjuring. I was a bit surprised because they did mention that The Last Rites was going to be the last film that they were going to make. But no, they lied to us. It was the last film that they were going to make, but they were going to make prequel movies. So yeah. So we're probably going to get at least maybe 3 more films of The Conjuring with the new actors, the new younger actors. That would be awesome. That would be legit. I cannot actually wait, man. I cannot actually wait to actually see these movies. To be honest, when I was thinking about The Conjuring Last Rites, the last film that came out before that one, it left me with a bad taste for the franchise because I feel like everything was so repetitive. But on this movie, I gave it a try because it's The Conjuring. And I've been watching these movies ever since the first film came out, like back in I think 2010 or 2011. I was probably 13 or 14 years old when they came out, and so I gave this movie a try, and I enjoyed the heck out of this movie. It probably might be the second best of the Conjuring universe movies. To me, it might be the second best. The Conjuring 2, I believe, is still the better movie. But that one, it comes close to second. It was a great movie. So I'm just going to read you the tweet. It says right here, The Conjuring Prequel movie is officially in development. There's 3 points given here. Number 1 says it will focus on the early years of the Warrens. Number 2 says screenplay by Last Rites writers. That's great. That's great that they're actually keeping the writers who made the Last Rites movie. Because I feel like the storytelling, it was told way better on that movie than probably any of the films, to be honest. And the third point here says separate to HBO's The Conjuring TV show. Also, they are making a TV show. This is my first time actually reading this. I just only saw the pictures of The Conjuring, and I just only read the very first sentence saying that there was going to be a prequel movie, but then I read the bullet points until just now. Also, they are going to make a TV show, but it is not with the Warrens. I don't think it's going to be with the Warrens. So they are going to make a Conjuring TV show. I don't know, man. I'm not sure about the TV show, but it could work. It could potentially work. Like I mentioned to you, this is the closest that we can get to a supernatural, being the new generation for supernatural. They try to do something with a prequel series with the parents of Dean and Sam, but it just did not click, man. It just did not work. But this could potentially be great. But I wonder how many episodes there are going to be on this TV series, per season. Maybe it's going to be 8 or 10, like they always do nowadays. But we will see, man. I'm excited. I'm actually excited to actually see how they're going to do this. And now the next big thing I wanted to speak to you about is that the It Welcome to Derry TV show is HBO's third biggest series premiere of all time. the third biggest premiere for HBO Max. Not bad. Out of all the TV shows that they have created, that's pretty good, man. Being in third place, you're still recognized by a lot. Welcome to Derry. I saw the very first episode, man, and it just gets your attention just like that. Like the very first 5 minutes of the TV show, they were like very hectic. They're like, what in the world am I watching, and why am I watching this? Yeah, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. And this is not really spoilers, but they have mentioned that the clown Pennywise is not going to come out closer to the ending episodes. And yeah, on this episode, he did not came out, but what you see in this episode, I'm not really going to spoil the scares, but what you see, man, it is terrifying. It definitely is terrifying, just like watching these things that happen on your screen. It is very scary, but it's awesome to watch if you are a horror fan. It's pretty good, man. I'm actually going to keep watching this TV show and to see how it turns out. When I finish watching like all the episodes, I'm going to rate it for you. And if it's great, then I'll probably recommend it to you. And I'll give you my honest opinion about it, though. Yeah. But so right now, I am enjoying it. The very first episode was pretty good. It was awesome. And now, if you haven't seen the Black Phone 2, supposedly that they are going to release this movie digitally on November 4. I still haven't gotten to see the movie because I just been busy, and I just haven't had time to actually go to the movie theaters. But it's actually going to be released on digital, and you'll be able to purchase it if you want to on November 4. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good, man. Like I mentioned to you before, the Black Phone 2, just the trailer alone, it just got my attention just like that, and it seemed like it's actually better than the very first movie, and that's great. Like, that's how a movie's supposed to be. Like, they should be way better than the original movie. Like, there's one in particular movie that I can mention that the second movie was just blows the first movie out of the waters. And I gotta say that Terminator 2 Judgment Day, I feel like that movie is just way better than the original one. Like, in all aspects, man, like the acting, the action scenes, and also the villain as well. I feel like it's just way better, man. Way better than the original movie. Don't get me wrong, the first movie is still good, but like the second one, man, it just 10 times better, But yeah, let's see how that turns out, man. The Black Phone 2. Can't wait to actually see it. I probably might actually purchase it or something on November 4. But we will see. Once I have time to actually watch it. And I'll give my review for that film one day. One day on this podcast, okay? It won't be that long. Maybe in a few podcasts later, I'll probably give it to you. Yeah, man. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff, right? Pretty good stuff that is going on for horror. And like, the other thing that just came out just now about the Clayface movie. This is in particular of the DC, I believe the DC universe. Yeah, I believe that it is going to be part of the DC universe. Clayface, the movie, it has wrapped filming. They finally finished creating this film. They already casted the actor that is going to play Clayface. And I wonder, man. I wonder how this movie is going to be. I remember seeing like a few episodes of the Batman, the TV show, the one that came out like in the mid 2000s, and Kids WB. That's the show that I grew up watching from the Batman. I enjoy the heck out of that show. And I remember watching the Clayface come out in a few episodes. Like the detective cop, he became Clayface. And I really do not know the story of Clayface at all. I'm not really sure if he's going to be a detective. I don't really know what his job really is. I don't know if they're gonna keep it like that, how it was for Kids WB. I have no clue who Clayface is. I just know the name is a person that the Batman faces because of the video games. That's how I know who Clayface is. He is like one of the Batman's bad guys. That's all I can really tell you about Clayface. But yeah, I'm excited to actually see this movie. It's actually gonna come out next year in September 11. Yeah, we're still gonna have to wait a very long time for this film. Almost a whole year for this one, but yeah, that's like one of the biggest films that I'm looking forward to watching for next year. There's a couple that I cannot remember at the top of my head. Clayface, it is like one of those films. So let's see how it turns out, man. Clayface. Next year, in September, it's gonna come out. And just one more thing I want to speak to you about. Ridiculousness. Have you guys ever seen that TV show? The one that came out on MTV? Where Rob Dyrdek, he is the guy who hosts this and just brings in some guests and they react to just funny videos. Well, that show has actually been canceled after 14 years of airing on MTV. And the crazy part is about this tweet that I saw. It had like about 46 seasons. Where in the world have they gotten 46 seasons from? How many episodes per season? That's all I'm saying. 46 seasons? When? How? I thought it was just like reruns that were happening from like the early 2010s or something like that. That's crazy. Since I hadn't really watched MTV for a very long time, I was surprised about this. 46 seasons? But yeah, it's actually been canceled. And now Fear Factor is gonna come back. You guys ever saw that show growing up? Or if you are new to that show is very hectic, man. That's like one of the craziest shows that probably you will ever see on TV. And guess who's the host? Johnny Knoxville. If you grew up like in the mid 90s or the early 2000s, you probably know who this man is. Johnny Knoxville, he is the main guy from this TV show and also the movies called Jackass. He's the guy who does all these stunts, and now he's gonna be the host for this TV show. That is pretty smart of them to actually get Johnny Knoxville to actually become the host, since he can't actually do much stunts anymore because he is older now. He's gonna be the host, and yeah, that's cool. He's gonna be a host for a crazy TV show, and him just being a crazy guy as well, like doing all these stunts when he was younger. It just fits perfectly for him. That's awesome that he's gonna be the host for this TV show. Like, I remember the very first host, it was Joe Rogan, and the second one, they tried to bring it back for just a bit, and it was Ludacris. Yeah, the second time didn't really work so well. Like, Ludacris as a TV host for Fear Factor, I don't know if it actually fit, but oh well. They tried. They actually tried to bring it back for some time, then they canceled it, but now it's coming back right again with Johnny Knoxville as the host for Fear Factor. I think that's a pretty good idea, man. It just makes sense, you know. Fear Factor and Johnny Knoxville, it's like peanut butter and jelly combined together to make a sandwich. Yeah, man. That thing, it just fits perfectly. And yeah, guys, that is it for this podcast. Hey, thank you so much for listening. If you guys did enjoy this podcast, be sure to follow it and also recommend this podcast to a friend or a neighbor that actually likes listening to stuff about horror stuff, combat sports, or anything pop culture related. Maybe they will enjoy this podcast as much as you do. And yeah, guys, that is it. Take care and live to the fullest. Bye.